Hi, this is Jean Grossbeck with the Grossbeck Group and Compass Real Estate. I'd like to talk to you about some of the changes that are being proposed by the new administration and how they might impact local real estate. This is not a political statement. It's not meant to be a judgment of past, current, nor future presidents. I'm just trying to provide some information to help our clients, so please don't think this is a political statement. One of the things that's very significant is the new administration's plan for a first-time home buyer's down payment tax credit, and the amount that's proposed is $15,000. The money would be given up front, and so the potential buyer would be able to use the money for a down payment, and that's definitely going to help a lot of people get into a new home. The good part of this is that people will be able to get into a home, and it might make people want to wait a little bit till after the new administration takes over in January 20th to see what really happens. One of the things that we learned in the market downturn of 2009 and 2010 is that these tax credits do help people buy a new home, and we saw a surge of first-time home buyers during that time. The downside of that was that these first-time home buyers hit the market all at once. The inventory was reduced dramatically, and that caused prices to actually go up. So subsequently, prices were higher, and it made it more difficult for first-time home buyers. Now, before we say that that is a direct cause and effect, I would like to let you know that, in my opinion, there was also other factors going on in the market at the time. We were nearing the point where prices were so low that investors were coming in and buying up inventory as well. So that had an impact. But it will be interesting to see what plan goes into effect and what actually happens. One of the most concerning items to real estate investors is the potential abolishment of 1031 Likekind Exchanges. So basically, that is a program where people can sell an asset, purchase a like-kind asset, and defer the capital gain on the asset that they sold. It's an oversimplification, but basically it's just a way to defer taxes. So this could have an impact in a couple of different ways. One depends on, if it goes into effect, what income level will be impacted. The current talk is that it would be for people that earn $400,000 or more. So that is not going to impact the majority of people that own perhaps one or two rental properties. The result could be, if the 1031 exchange is eliminated, that it will cause some people to want to sell their assets while the capital gain tax is at its current level, since it's also proposed that the capital gain tax will go up. So that's something to keep a close eye on for sure. It's not necessarily a done deal. In the past, there has been movements to eliminate the 1031 exchange, but both Republicans and Democrats have not done so because it is such a good stimulus for the economy. It also tends to benefit minorities more, so that's something that I don't think either party wants to see eliminated. So it'll have to be carefully structured if in fact they do it. The new administration also plans a homeowner and renter bill of rights. This is going to be structured, they say, after the California law. So if you want to learn more about it, you can. It is going to put more rights into the hands of tenants. It is going to provide more funds for Section 8 housing. I have many clients that like Section 8 tenants because they get their check every single month on time, and it also puts more people under a roof. So that's all part of the plan. The new administration plan is to put $640 million into housing over the next 10 years. That's a significant amount of money, and the goal is to get it in the right hands, but there's certainly a lot of finessing and nuances that need to happen. Other possible changes, the amount of the gift tax might change. So if you plan to gift money to your children to help them into their first home, it's going to be a taxable event after $13,000 possibly. And so you might want to consider if you want to gift some money this year and some money next year if they're in a market where it's going to take more money than that to get into their home, and you're lucky enough to have the means to be able to help them out. We've talked about the capital gain tax rates. There's going to be more emphasis on equal housing, which is always a good thing. And then there's going to be a lot more regulation. This is, I think, what has a lot of people concerned. Regulation always slows down the process, and there's often some side effects that were not anticipated. So more regulations, certainly in lending, is expected as well. The real estate market is full of opportunities. We would like to suggest that you talk to your tax advisor or do research on your own. And once you determine if you want to consider purchasing investment property, perhaps you want to take advantage of a 1031 while you can, for sure, and sell a property and purchase another one. And also, of course, you may just want to sell while the market is so high and the market is so hot, and while you know what the current capital gain rate is. Whatever strategy is best for you, we would love to help you with your real estate needs. There's always a lot of opportunity in real estate, and we know long-term it's always a great asset to hold on to. I'm Jean Grossbeck, the Grossbeck Group. You can reach any of us through thegrossbeckgroup.com. Thank you for being our valued clients. We appreciate you.